finding peace from within and being at peace with themselves and the environment. Thank you very much, Mr. K. He's on the set with me this morning. He just joined me. Mr. K, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Gochi.
It's a pleasure having you here. A senior colleague here at the CRTV. He's here in his capacity as a peace advocate and the president of Ark of Peace. Now, Evis, I listened to you with keen interest there. You did mention that it's all about being at peace within and being at peace with the environment.
Of course, today you have a lot of conflicts around the world that stem from the fact that the environment is not sustainably managed. You have farmer-grazer conflicts, you have conflicts because of mineral resources found in one part of the world or the other. If our environment is better managed, I'm sure we're going to be at peace with ourselves and with the environment, because those conflicts that stem from environmental causes would be minimized if the environment is efficiently and sustainably managed.
How challenging is it to be a peace advocate in Cameroon?
Yeah, being a peace advocate is one of those challenges where people don't seem to see you in that light. And most of the time, people question the possibility of this project actually going on. And I must say that peace begins from within, like you just indicated earlier on, because working for peace is a daily and a continuous sacrifice that we make every day. From the time we get up from our bed, we start having conflicts of which dress to wear, all of that, and by the time you move out, the first people you meet, sharing the greetings with them. And oftentimes the environment has a lot of challenges that makes people not to feel like it is necessary for us to dedicate yourself just for peace. But it is very possible and it is very relevant that each and every one of us becomes a peace ambassador from whatever perspective you find yourself, be it at work, be it at school, in church, wherever you find yourself. Contribute in spreading the word, contribute in being an example of peace, because peace is everyone's business.
Peace is everyone's business. How nice. Now, you're the president of Ark of Peace. Maybe you want to present Ark of Peace to us.
Yes, Ark of Peace is an organization or an association that was founded when I was doing my master's in peace studies at the University of Yaoundé too, while we were made to work on some projects on how to promote peace as part of our courses. And besides the academic work, I saw the need, as a journalist first who has been reporting peace within the framework of the World This Week, the International News Magazine program I was presenting, which highlighted a lot of conflicts around the world. I saw the need as an individual to find in my own little way how I could bring others on board. Let's contribute in changing the dynamics and bringing peace first in our community, then in Africa. Then it so happened that the crisis in the Far North region, the Northwest and Southwest came up, and we saw it as more pressing for us to highlight these values of peace. And this organization was founded in the year 2017, legalized 2 years later, that's in 2019. And we promote peace, we prevent conflict, and we protect the environment, given that all these three are interwoven. And we work principally with schools, communities, and women in particular. And we create peace clubs in these schools where students, especially in secondary school, where students are sensitized and empowered, like you saw yesterday. We were at the government bilingual practicing high school in Yaoundé to sensitize students of this school on their role in promoting peace in their schools. And every year we organize essay competitions for school children to write essays, not just for the sake of writing, but by writing you develop the intrinsic values of peace in the note you put down, and the best essays are awarded. Yesterday we gave prizes to 4 best essays that were selected from the schools that took part in that essay competition. And some of the key things that came out from these essays were aspects like communication, tolerance, diversity, and all these notions that turn around peace. And you may be surprised that students of who took part in the essay highlighted the need for effective communication between students and their teachers and the administration. To tell that communication is a very key element in peace building.
4 years after the creation of Ark of Peace, when you look back at some of your achievements, do you feel satisfied, or do you feel that there's still a lot to be done?
Satisfied, yes, because we have been able to get more and more people sensitized. Yesterday, I was happy at the end of the day that after the conference, the roundtable, students were able to talk to me about what they learned, which means that the message went across. So the fact that our continuous work in these schools has created a mindset in these children we talk to, and in these communities and women we discuss with, has helped them to change their mentality, which means that we are working, we are producing results, which makes me satisfied. But there is still a lot to do, because our objective is to make Cameroon the peaceful heaven it has always been, and export this peace to other parts of Africa and why not the world. And if we succeed to have peace ambassadors in every home, then we'll say that we have succeeded.
Now let's look at the theme of this year's International Peace Day, recovering better for an equitable and sustainable world. What's your take?
Yeah, recovering, the world has suffered a lot of challenges of recent. We're talking here of the health challenges, we're talking of the crisis, the economic crisis that's come with it. We're talking of the armed conflicts that are going on in different parts of the world. We know what is happening in our country today. This theme chosen by the United Nations this year is a wake-up call for the entire globe to recover from all of this shock. We are recovering progressively, adapting, accepting to live with the COVID-19. So we should recover from all of these other shocks that has affected the world in such a way that we can have a more sustainable, peaceful, and equitably managed resources, so that our world becomes a better place and a safer place to live in.
Now, before you go, Elvis Teke, a word to Cameroonians on a day like this, where we commemorate International Peace Day.
Like I said before, peace is everyone's business, and all of us have a role to play in making this peace happen. Peace is not an objective like you have to get to it tomorrow. Peace is a process. So every day, every minute, every second, we need to strive. Ask ourselves, the actions we are taking, are they directed towards peace? What we do with others, what we say to others, how we think about others, does it help in building the peace we want to achieve? Let me just take this quote from the Bible: do unto others what you expect them to do unto you. So if you like to be at peace with yourself, the same values you want and the same things you want other people to do to you, how you want to be treated, treat others that way. And if you do like that every day, then each and every one of us will be working every day to building the peace process in our country. And we are going to recover, and we are going to end up building that equitable world which we want to live in.
Elvis Teke, peace advocate and president of Ark of Peace. Thank you very much for your time, sir.
It's my pleasure.
Now, I take you to discover a lady. She's the first Cameroonian, I beg your pardon, first visually impaired Cameroonian to obtain a PhD, Elvis Teke.